Hi, my name is Philip. I'm a passionate trail runner and the co-founder of Exakt Health. I love running for so many different reasons. It's so easy to start. Don't need special equipment. Go out the door and go for a run. Even if you just start with a 10-minute jog, you're a runner from like the first day. So I think it's the simplest, easiest form of sport there is. My first contact with trail running was 10 years ago. I was on summer holidays and with my family we were doing the Tour du Mont Blanc, which is a 10-stage hike about the famous mountain of Mont Blanc that crosses Italy, Switzerland and France. At the end of our 10-day hike, we were passed by a group of runners that were running uphill. I learned that there was like a Tour du Mont Blanc and these guys were training for it, where you actually do the 180 kilometers as fast as you can non-stop mostly, and that the fastest runners were completing that distance in something like 19 hours. Somehow in 2018 it hit me. I think I saw a video again on YouTube of people training for that race. I want to do that challenge and see if I can run first 50k, then 100k, and then eventually maybe the Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc 180k. And I started my training then in 2018 more seriously, and my first goal was to run a first ultramarathon and then see from there where it takes me. As probably any other runner out there, I have my fair share of running injury. I suffered a hamstring injury. It was after I ran my first ultramarathon in Italy. For the Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc, I had to do 2 qualifying races of at least 100 kilometers. So I was building up to that. I had everything lined out for the next 2 years, basically, my race schedule. Over time, it got worse and worse and really developed like a chronic condition to that point that I wasn't able to run more than 3 or 4 kilometers before my hamstring cramping up and having pain. I visited my first physician to see what's going on, and the advice that I really received was just, well, you should let it rest maybe 2 or 3 weeks and then start training again. Start training a few weeks later, which made it actually worse. Could maybe run a few kilometers and not more. Pain in the everyday got bigger after getting up. So at that point I said, okay, I need to see a specialist and go to a different doctor. And that doctor actually said, yeah, I should doing some strength exercises, and these strength exercises actually like triggered my injury even more. So I was feeling really lost, just coming off that high of running my first ever ultramarathon, thinking that I'm at the peak of my fitness, the peak of what I can achieve, and then suddenly not being able to run anymore. Even daily activities, going for like food shopping, was not really possible for me. I felt like I was really going into like a hole. It was not that easy to dig out of. Trying to recover from my injury, I tried many different things. Saw different doctors, tried to get advice from them. What often was not very helpful or customized, because also physicians didn't have much time to spend on a sports injury, because often they have more severe cases to deal with. In the end, it really helped me is finding Mareike, co-founder of Exakt Health. Back then she had a video consultation business as a sports injury specialist in the UK. I found her via one of her YouTube channels and videos, where she was talking exactly about an injury that I felt that I had, and was very convinced about the detailed diagnosis and treatment advice she was giving there. I hit her up, asked for a video consultation. She was talking to me 60 minutes. I was talking about my training history, about my symptoms. She let me do several exercises to see where my strength level are at, and basically did like a remote diagnosis. It was the first time that a medical professional actually really told me what injury I had and confirmed what I had a suspicion about, and also knowing that other people have this injury and that other people have recovered from that injury. A lot of the mental burden, the stress went away after having this first diagnosis. And then the next step, Mareike built like a customized training and rehab plan for me, showed me which exercises I should be doing, how often I should be resting between them. And she sent me like a list of videos in an email and descriptions of how this training plan should be going. Then we would catch up every other week, telling how my progress was, how I responded to those exercises, and how I gradually built strength again. And so we further personalized the exercises to my progression. I started my first very small running session, so 1 minute running, 1 minute walking. That was the beginning of really getting better, and then eventually be able to start running again. The main learnings I had from recovering from my injury is that I changed my complete attitude on how I approach running. I rather look at the long distance. I want to be 60, 70 years old and still be able to run. Smaller, long-term progress instead of trying to rush things. My main inspiration to found Exakt Health was my personal injury history. I spent so much time, effort and money seeing all those different medical professionals, trying alternative medicine, and massages, spending money on recovery tools, didn't really get better for a long time. On the other side, the solution is out there. It's quite simple in the end. It's evidence-based. You have to do your strength exercises, progress them at the right speed, and don't rush it. That tool was not easily available for me, and it took a long time until I actually found the solution that works for me. I know from friends and family that have been dealing with sports injuries, making the solution more available to them at a much more affordable price was the main motivation that I had of founding Exakt Health. So I've now been running for a few weeks and even months again. I'm doing a lot of strength training for my legs, but also core and mobility. Things already feel much different than I've done in the past. Just going out and running now, even if it's short distances, I can feel a huge difference. I feel so much more in control. I feel so much more stronger. And it's really easy to stick to that routine with the Exakt Health app, with the prevention plan that we have there. I'm really excited bringing this to many more runners out there so that they run longer, healthier, and feel stronger in their bodies.